Hi, everybody. Welcome to Phil and Dave's Excellent Adventure. Today, we are talking about the movie Scream. Phil, can you tell them a little bit about the movie that we saw today?
Yeah, I forget who the main actor was in that movie, but I thought the movie was really good. We saw the new movie called Scream. It was personally more based on. Sorry, I'm gonna. Sometimes I forget stuff. You know how it is, but with me, I love the movie. The movie was okay, but in the beginning, there was like the beginning of the movie was a little weird, but kind of cool. But that part didn't really make sense to me.
Yeah, I do want to mention real quick, this is a spoiler review. So if you haven't seen the movie yet and you are concerned about spoilers, you may want to watch the movie first. We also might talk about the first 4 movies that came before this. So what about the beginning did you not like, or did you not understand, Phil?
When Scream comes out and stabs some, I think. See, I forgot who he stabbed. Oh, you know what? It was someone's sister.
Yes.
That they stabbed, and she was doing something. She said she was on the phone, and she said don't answer the phone because of the person who's sorry, I'm forgetting stuff now. Sorry, Dave, I forgot where I was.
That's okay. So at the beginning of the movie, it opens up with, I forget the character's name, but yes, it's Sam's sister answers the phone, and she gets attacked by the Ghostface killer. There was something you didn't understand or you didn't like about that?
And that, sorry, I didn't mean to talk over top of you, Dave. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, because you're my buddy. Yeah, so it was Sam's sister who was attacked by this guy with the mask. That's what I like to call him.
Yeah.
So the way that he like stabbed her like 3 or 4 times, where like she's like, like, what are you doing? I mean, like, I thought that was weird, but
okay.
When the real story began, I thought it was cool, like because they were at school, and sorry, I'm like, so my brain is totally forgetting stuff.
That's okay. Well, can you just tell us what you liked about the movie? Anything you really liked about it?
To be honest, the blood and guts.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, like, there was like so much blood in that movie that was like so real. Like my eyes actually lit up like this. Wow.
Yeah.
But I thought it was amazing. I mean, I'm not saying it was amazing. I'm not saying that it was an amazing movie. Will I see that again? Probably yes, probably no. But there were some, because I do remember in the first one that was really more better than the new one that we saw. But this one, will I see it again? Yes, I would.
Okay. Was there anything you didn't like about the movie?
That, to be honest, the ending.
Okay. What didn't you like about the ending?
The way that he. Oh my God, I'm gonna definitely go all blank. Sorry, Dave.
That's okay. Can you give us what you think?
The way that he died.
Oh, okay. The way that the Ghostface killer died.
Oh, you said the score? I was gonna say like 5 out of 4.
5 out of 4. Okay. Okay. Cool.
I mean, it was good. Parts of it were good, but there was like some things like didn't really make sense to me. I mean, in the first one, that was really good. Like in the first part of the first part of the movie, like in the beginning,
yeah,
when they were all going to school, or like I thought that was the best part, and then when all the killing, there was one hospital. I mean, I remember when who was that, like Dewey.
Yes.
Dewey was the guy who fought him off. So cool, man. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Juice. Dude, that was I like that fight scene right there.
It was a good scene.
Yeah. And when the Scream dude, the guy with the mask, popped up, had like 2 knives in it. Went like this to him.
Yeah.
Like one in the front and one in the back. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, dude, that is sick.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to see that? Probably not, but when I see that, you definitely got me good. That was good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it seems like Dewey gets attacked in every movie, but in this one, I guess, again, spoilers, Dewey does finally die. And I thought that scene was great, but one thing that I did, well, let me talk about what I liked about the movie and what I didn't like about it. And then if you think of anything else, we'll come back to you too, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what I liked about the movie, overall, I liked the cast a lot. We got Neve Campbell and Courteney Cox and David Arquette back from the original 4 movies. I particularly liked Jenna Ortega, who played the sister who's at the beginning. I don't remember the character's name, but I thought she did a really good job. And Jack Quaid, who played the boyfriend of the character Sam. I also thought he did a really good job. That is Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid's son. And he's on the show The Boys. He plays Huey on The Boys. Yeah. And I really like the beginning of the movie. I think I just watched Scream 4 last night, and I really did not like the beginning of Scream 4, but I sort of liked the ending, and I sort of liked the overall story. This movie, I sort of had the opposite, where I liked the beginning, but then I really kind of didn't like the ending or the overall story. So what I didn't like about it as much is Melissa Barrera plays the lead, Sam Carpenter, and she's a very pretty woman, but I thought her acting wasn't terrible, but it wasn't perfect. It could have been maybe a little bit better. And then Mikey Madison, who I actually know from I can't remember the name of the show. There's a show with Pamela or Adlon that I used to watch that she was on Little Things or something like that. I also thought her performance was okay, but it could have been a little bit better. Again, total spoilers here. She and Jack Quaid end up being the killers at the end of the movie. And so I thought their reveal, I don't know. When I first saw the trailers and the posters, I said, oh, Jack Quaid's the killer because he looks like the killer. And I think they were kind of doing a thing here where they were kind of going, oh, this guy is supposed to be the killer. And they were kind of doing a double bluff type thing where it's like, oh, no, it seems like he is, but he actually isn't. I don't know how much it worked for me. In general, I thought the characters in this movie were just kind of unbelievable as people. They're either like idiots or they just had severe emotional problems. Their friends are dying and they're making jokes about who the killer is, which I realized they did in the first movie, but I don't know. Maybe because I was younger or because those characters were a little different, or the deaths weren't as personal to them. It made more sense to me. I haven't watched the first movie in a long time. But yeah, I didn't understand a lot of that. And like the scene in the hospital is great. Dewey fights him off.
That's the one I was thinking of too.
Yeah, and he shoots him a bunch of times, but then he doesn't take the mask off to see who it is. He doesn't shoot him in the head, but then he decides to go back to do it, which again, then the guy attacks him and everything. And it's just a lot of those. I realize it happens in movies, especially in horror movies, where characters kind of make dumb choices. But this was one of those where the choices were so stupid that I'm just like, okay, these are not people. I was waiting for the movie to reveal that it was actually just a movie and not real or something. I don't, and like the hospital is completely empty. They did this in Scream 4 too. They have these hospitals where there's no one around. There was, I guess, one cop there who they killed, and that's it. No one else on the floor at all. No nurses, no staff, no janitors, no other patients. I don't know. And so, yeah, the ending I didn't think was that great either. One thing I was surprised by was how much we saw Billy Loomis, who was played by Skeet Ulrich, the first killer in the first movie. He sort of like talks to his who we find illegitimate daughter, I guess, in these sort of flashback scenes. There's a lot of it. At first, I thought they were just using footage from the first movie, but I think they must have used some of that and mixed it with CGI and then got Skeet Ulrich to do some new lines, would be my guess. The directors from this, Wes Craven, of course, directed the first 4. The 4th one was the last movie he made before he passed away. And the people who directed this are the team who did Ready or Not, which I did really like. And so I had high hopes for this. There's sort of an homage to Wes by having a character named Wes. And there's also Elm Street they mentioned, which of course Wes did Nightmare on Elm Street. And the main character's name is Sam Carpenter, who we assume is named after John Carpenter, who was another horror movie director, did Halloween and a bunch of others. I think my score for this movie, I think I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 is what I'm going to go with here. Anything else you want to say? Anything else you thought of, Phil?
Actually, the stuff that you said about the movie, I thought, to be honest, I was gonna say, I kind of feel like the same.
Okay.
There was one part that was out in the ordinary when his boyfriend was trying to find his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And she didn't know where she was. And she was like, she like stormed outside, but
Yeah.
then she wasn't really outside. Then she was like in the house with the other lady who was sitting down on the couch watching what was it? I think it was called Stab.
Yes.
And he went outside and looked for her, and then he realized that she wasn't really out there, and then he turned around and the guy with the mask come out and he stabbed him.
Yeah.
I thought that was like kind of weird, like how he died.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like in bits and parts of it, I thought it was. I wasn't gonna say like uncool.
Okay.
But I liked it. But there was like there was like one scene when they were at the house.
Yeah.
How that guy died. Like when the young lady Sam that you mentioned.
Yeah.
Actually, then like she had a knife, cut his throat.
Yeah.
I thought that part was, and to be honest, how can you live like that?
I don't know. I don't want to be those people. They got rough lives.
Me neither.
Over there
but
Woodboro.
Seemed to me it was a good movie, and yes, I was gonna give that movie a 5 out of 4 because I thought that some parts were really good. Some parts were like maybe a little disturbing.
Yeah.
But would I see that again? To be honest, I would probably say no.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought the movie was really good. Like at the hospital scene, like the fight was really amazing. Just like how like when Dewey died, but I didn't want Dewey to die. I mean, he was a great actor. I mean, dude, why in the world would you like kill Dewey in that movie in the first place? It would like make no sense.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a good actor. That's the way like how he performed the movie, how he probably who directed that movie, by the way?
This movie, I forget their name, but it was 2 people, and they did Ready or Not. I don't remember their names though.
Okay. So that's all I have to say.
Okay, sounds good. You want to sign off, Phil?
Sir, my name's Philip.
My name is Dave. This is Trixie.
And we nailed it.
And we nailed it. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good night, and we will see you here again next week.
Mm-hmm.